stream.
Hello! I'm here! I had to. Hi, chat! Hello, Ivan! Hello. We're doing the pushing time. There's two things that I think these are the last two DLCs they're doing in Power Wash 1, and then they're moving on to Power Wash 2.
I was told to be here even though I'm not in the game.
You're funny to talk to. Shut the fuck up. Hang
Yeah,
on.
you're our comedic relief.
You're not allowed to leave the basement.
I'm
I
just
just
here
have to,
editing.
like, check something super fast.
I'm just here editing a video, and I'm like, get uncle, they're like, oh, get uncle, bitch, we're playing Power Wash, but you're not, you're still editing.
Well, I forgot, okay.
So I will say, I have yet to buy all the other cosmetic stuff other than the like seasonal ones and whatnot.
Alright, you
So
reset like for the 15,000th time.
look, I was more worried about getting the fucking equipment for this, okay? Not the clothing.
Sorry, I need to, like, handle this. They decided to do this right as I started stream. My bank is like, please tell me your identification so we know that you're you and not, like, you know, some random person. My day's going pretty good. We had a few things to do. I got some voice acting done. Helia's working on a video.
Oh, also heals. I think I just realized, ever since I got Cookie Run Kingdom on the PC with the Google Play beta, I think I might be able to play Genshin on it
Yes, you can. That is correct.
without trying to like do the whole Genshin application.
Because it'll
Shit,
be the
like last
Genshin
time.
app version, so it won't be as nice as the PC version, but you'll still be able to play it, which would be really cool.
Yeah,
Oh
you can
yeah,
still.
a third account where I have to grind for characters and stuff.
I'll do
and
it.
Exploration.
I'll do it.
What do you mean? You get me to do yours.
That's only because I was lazy about one account.
What do you mean?
It was one area. Marcy!
It was not one area, it was a whole fucking nation.
I didn't want to do that, Len! Marcy, I swear to fucking God, if you don't stop attacking the other cat underneath the door, I'm going to throw you out the window. For legal reasons, it's a joke. I'm not actually throwing my cat out a window.
For not so legal reasons, it is not a joke. It is actually going to happen.
The other cat is it the one that looks like he has a constant sad face?
No, the other cat is Brownie, and he's a kitten, and he likes to, you know, play.
Like kittens do, yeah.
And except Marcy doesn't understand how to play nice. She's a little bit rough with him. And she also doesn't understand the concept of boundaries or spaces not being hers, so she just takes over, and the cats don't like that. So she's not allowed outside my room until we move. And as much as it pains me, it's... Where is it? Also, I am so sad. All of the Chinese food places, for some weird reason, are closed on Tuesdays, and that's what I wanted for dinner. So now I can't get dinner. I'm just like, bruh. I don't want a burger or a taco. I want Chinese food. Hi, Marcy.
You're talking about Chinese food, and I want my pineapple chicken I get at this Chinese restaurant I really like. I know Mom's gonna be making homemade chicken noodle soup for me and her, and make something else for Dad, because Dad don't eat soup.
He's missing out. Soup is amazing.
He just never really like, you know, hot liquids, I guess.
Okay, that's fair.
So if you like make stew, he expects you to like boil some rice to go with it for him, or stuff like that.
No, it's not. What do you mean, no, it's not? Not everyone likes hot liquid, and that's perfectly okay. No, it's not. It's stupid. How do you not like hot liquid?
Because my father's picky.
Oh my god, chat. So, this weekend I was at my twins' graduation, of course, and I couldn't do stream yesterday because we were emptying the basement because there was a leak and they had to fix it. We found mold. That was fun. Not nothing terribly life-threatening. We caught it before it was a problem kind of thing.
Not black mold.
It actually was, but the very beginning stages of one. So again, everyone's like, oh, it's super scary and bad, but like if you catch it early enough and don't let it fester, of course it's not that bad. Because it's just mold. It was in one small spot. It got killed instantly. We scraped it off the wall with some bleach, and it's all good now. But, like, we had to empty out the basement and all the products because we didn't want, in case the basement flooded when they were drilling into, you know, our sewer line, all of our product for our business wouldn't, you know, get flooded. So, yeah, that was what I was doing yesterday. And then, I went to go to my twins' graduation. The governor of Illinois spoke at it. That was interesting. I was like, okay, cool. And apparently, their college is like the epicenter of politics and stuff because like Abraham Lincoln did a debate there where he had to crawl out of his window because they by accidentally locked him in and nobody knew how to unlock him from his room. Yeah, that is a historical fact I learned. I was like, how do you lock someone in a room? What? That's what they tried doing. And he's just like, I'm gonna be late, so I'm gonna just climb out a fucking window.
Bruh.
Which he did so very successfully. Apparently that was like his first debate that went so well that he started winning over the favor of the American people. Pretty cool history fact there. They had a library, and I met the guy who, like, you know, with the librarian dude, and I was just like, I kind of like books, and he's like, I like books too, and that was our conversation, because I had a severely autistic moment of, I like books, kind of like I like trains, which, my dad is a textbook autism man, okay? This man pointed out every fucking train on the way down. 6 hours in a car with someone going twain thwacks every 5 fucking minutes. And then he would talk about the locomotives and how he's like, oh, look, they're parked in the sidecars. Oh my god. Look. That's a different type of locomotive with this type of engine. I'm like,
Sounding like Sheldon Cooper.
but worse. But because he makes dad jokes in between. Like, oh yeah, we need to buy that tractor. Oh yeah, I need to buy, this entire bookcase on the side of the road that's full of mold and shit. That's totally useful. Or, you need, you want to go to this Bible day camp? No, father, I don't want to go to this Bible day camp in the middle of the fucking woods. That was the entire conversation of, like, for 6 hours. And we were on the back roads, which made it worse because it was the middle of bumfuck nowhere, so I couldn't use my phone for a good hour. So I was stuck listening to the most random music choices of my father's desires. And then, never know they have free snacks. Yeah, no, they didn't. They were very confusing. What was also fun was when I had to pee and there wasn't a gas station for about, like, an hour. So, I was pissed on the side of the road, and then we found somewhere to piss, and it was fine. So that was an experience. Mind you, I have pissed and full-on shit in the woods before.
I don't like that feeling.
Obviously, I don't either. Don't get me wrong, but it was an emergency situation. I had to piss, so I pissed.
It just feels degrading, you know?
I get it, but shit happens. So I had to do what I had to do.
Literally.
I will say they had some decent food and a lot of cool stuff, I guess. I mean, it was a weekend. Hylia knows how I truly feel, and I will not share that on stream. Hylia knows. She experienced it firsthand, my rage.
Yeah. You guys in some kind of fucking bakery.
Yeah, it's an ice cream shop, actually.
I just realized I don't have the 3-prong thing.
What do you mean you don't have it?
I see you using it, but I don't have it because, again, the 4th progress reset and was trying to get all the stuff and forgot I needed that too.
Bitch, it ain't the 4th. It's like the 15,000th.
Yogurt. I do actually like frozen yogurt. It's really good. I really like Costco's frozen yogurt. If you've ever had it, it's like this massive thing. I took some of there for the first time, like a few months ago, and I got them a frozen yogurt for like $1. Mind you, this thing is like the size of a normal water bottle. Motherfucker thing is massive. It's like $1. Fun fact about Costco: Costco CEO said they will never raise the price of their hot dogs at the food court, and if it's more than $1, it means he's dead, and all hell is broken loose, and you should boycott Costco.
I'm not saying that word that you said starting with Y.
What?
I'm not saying that word that you were saying that starting with Y. I'm not saying it because
Yogurt?
I say it different. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I say it different, and it's because of my accent, and it's said different in the UK, so...
We dare you.
No, but also, when you're saying it's the frozen stuff, isn't that just ice cream?
No, it's made with different materials. So ice cream has more sugar and fat in it, while frozen yogurt is healthier. It'll sometimes actually have different yogurt in it. It also has a different mixing process than ice cream. I don't know the exact details, but it is separate. It's made separate. Like, it's not the same thing.
So it's just like a healthier version of ice cream with extra steps. Got it.
Yeah. Sometimes it legitimately is yogurt that is frozen on a tray. I've had that before. Like, they're like little balls of yogurt. I don't like that. I don't like yogurt in general, so it wasn't for me. However, some people like that, so good on them. I don't. Fuck you. You're disgusting and shouldn't have existed. My parents tried to get me to eat it because they were like, "Oh, it's so healthy for you. You should eat this." And I'm like, "Ew."
Hearing you say the word like that just sounds so wrong.
Yogurt.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
nah. You say it, British. I love how I called her British like it was a slur. It's like, oopsies.
It might as well be one.
Rihanna is the employee of the month, chat.
How we say it over here is yogurt.
Oh, that's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse.
What the fuck do you think it was gonna be like?
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
It's gonna be like yogurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, you say it.
How's that bad? Why were you acting like pronouncing it like that?
Because literally my accent is made fun of all the time by you guys.
I mean, I try not to, but it's not. I mean,
You tell me you don't make fun of the southern accent I get whenever it kicks in.
Not
oh,
really.
you mean hello,
you
my?
do.
I do it all the time. And the southern accent thing, and I go, "Yes, ma'am. All right, yes, ma'am. I'd like that from." It's bad, okay? And I scared one of my coworkers while we were in the car. and we were ordering food, and she's like, "Since when are you Southern?" And I'm like, I'm Southern whenever I have to do customer service in the drive-thrus.
No, I can tell you, my accent sometimes kicks in when it comes to like hearing Southern stuff. I don't know why.
Yo, you constantly make fun of the way we say Tuesday.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
now it
really make fun of people's accents. I make fun of my own.
I stopped making fun of you for that because you got mad at me about it.
No, I just said you gotta be careful because the
Tuesday.
history of the UK.
But
Little
you actually
lesson.
expect me to go up to a random
Right.
British person and then just say it Tuesday, isn't it, mate?
Well, because there's been so many people who have done that. But what I'm saying, yeah, is in the history of England, there's been the accents have always been important and always been used to distinguish between classes and stuff. And it's been to a point where prejudice and shit happened because of accents, with like assumptions of intelligence and stuff like that. So it's just recommended that if you're gonna make fun of an English accent to someone who's English, you'll have to like know them pretty well and know that they can take the joke.
Yeah.
See,
it
I
gets
get that. I get that.
I can take the joke. It's like, I find it funny, but I just warn people that there's people who will not take it very well.
You're just making it sound like I would actually go up to some random British person in your country and just start making fun of their accent. Like, what the fuck? No.
Because people
It was
have.
socially awkward.
Because people have though. That's the thing. Well, it is quite funny the amount of people who assume that we all knew our monarch.
Bruh.
It's just like, do you personally know your president? Like, no.
That or if
You don't go and have like a fucking burger with him every fucking Thursday. Why do you think
That
we
or-
What do
go
you
have a cup of tea
mean?
with ours?
What do you
That-
mean,
that-
guys? I
that-
totally
that.
go and have lunch with Donald Trump all the time. I totally know him on a personal basis. Like, we're best buddies.
or
Yeah,
totally
that's how that works.
Time alarm, apparently.
that was some of the funniest. That was a funny thing that we did on the internet, convincing a bunch of Americans that we have a time where an alarm goes off where we have to stop whatever the fuck we're doing and just have tea.
You
Let's
have
go
tea
with
time. What
my
do you
alarm.
mean? That's just a British thing. It's like you're like all the fucking. You're like fucking. What the fuck is the word? Not a clone, but like you get into a hive mind state when it comes to tea. You just go.
No, but here's the thing: coffee's more popular here than tea.
No, no.
It has been for years.
It's funnier when we say that y'all are like a hive mind about tea, because it's funny.
You know, I once had a friend that was fully convinced that I wasn't white for like 6 months.
What do you mean wasn't white?
Like they were fully convinced that I was black for like 6 months, and I just didn't correct them. And like I didn't correct them. We just kind of just went along with it, and it's just I didn't explicitly say it. Right, and other friends just thought it'd be funny to say it, and they believed it for 6 months until they finally met me, and I was like, wait a second, you're not black.
Bro, they were like, oh, okay then.
I was just like, wait, you actually thought I was?
I had someone believing I was from another country, even though I was like, I'm from America, I'm American. They're like, no, you're from another country. They would not believe anything else. They're like, you're too intelligent to be American. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, some of the best scientists and people have come from America. They're not all that stupid. I mean, I know we're dumb, but damn. And they were like, no, you're not American. There's no way. I refuse to believe you're American. And they just refused to believe it. And I'm like, okay then, I guess. Have a nice day then.
Bruh.
I also had someone. Oh, so this weekend was also really funny. So I dissociate so infrequently. If you know what that means, I just kind of like stare off into the distance and slowly forget where I am for a hot minute. It's mostly an anxiety response to being near a lot of people because of PTSD that I have. Yes, I've been diagnosed. Yes, I have help and medication. Shut up. This person like thought I was staring at them and called me homophobic for quote staring too long. And I looked at them and said, I have blue hair and I look the gayest possible around everyone here. How the fuck do you think I'm homophobic for staring at you for too long when I'm disassociating from reality because there's too many of you in my face? That was how, yeah. That, and also apparently I'm transphobic. And I'm like, I am trans! How can I be transphobic? That was how this weekend went with some of the people there. I was just like,
Yeah,
you know what? Have a nice day then.
I kind of do that too, the whole staring off, and kind of makes it look like I'm staring at someone else whenever I'm like really overwhelmed by like a really loud crowd of people and whatnot.
It was a fantastic, eye-opening. We're not gonna be nice to a girls come up to me, yell at me for staring at them. No! I'm not staring at you. You don't have the titties I like.
Bruh.
I have a specific size of titty and shape of titty that I like. And 90% of women do not have them.
Bruh.
I'm just being open and honest. Like, I don't like huge-ass titties. It's not my cup of tea. Now, will I ask politely if I know someone who's a friend of mine and I've known for years if I can touch their titty because I'm curious how it feels to have big titties? Yes. I have done that before. I was like, you have big titties. Can I touch them? I want to know how it feels like weight-wise. And they were like, sure. And then I went, that's gay. And then I proceeded to hold the titties. And I'm like, oh, wow, these are like 10 pounds. God damn, you have this on your chest. And she was like, yo. And then there was another friend of mine who was a guy. And I was like, did your girlfriend ever ask to, like, hold your penis while you're peeing? And he's like, yes. And she made it go everywhere, so it never again.
Why?
Girls want to know how it feels. It's not, like, uncommon. Like, I've seen so many stories on the internet of girls asking their boyfriends to, like, hold their dicks while they piss.
What?
That's so weird.
I personally don't want to, but I've always been curious how they piss with morning wood, and I was like, oh, okay. That's
I don't
interesting.
think I would ever want to.
What?
That's just violation of privacy there. I mean, that's where my Tinder mind
But
goes.
dating, they probably had sex, it's fine. Watch my stream get demonetized, I'm talking about. Yes, no. Okay, for a day, I would love to fully switch genders. Just to, like, know what it's like. Nervy's over here like, what the fuck did I just sign up
Brain
for?
short circuit. Brain short circuit right there.
Cause, like,
Nirvana.exe has stopped responding. Reloading.
I just hear the Windows. Wait, hang on. I've got the Windows sound on the soundboard. No, the opportunity is gone.
you could still do it, it would be funny.
I don't know which one it's on. I've got so many soundboards.
Just immediate blue screen, because what the fuck kind of story am I just hearing?
Is this it? Is this it? I think this is it. Hang on, wait.
Imagine if it's the Osmodius one.
No, I've only got the fucking startup one.
You didn't have the blue screen. Well, how dare you?
Oh wait, no, I have the error.
That's what my brain just did. It's like, what the fuck?
Honestly, I don't
And
mind being open about talking about topics like that because I don't care. I don't think anyone should be embarrassed to talk about topics like that because it's just normal human body behavior and everyone should feel comfortable asking questions. If you're not comfortable enough to ask your partner those kind of questions, then maybe you shouldn't be with them, is my point of view, because you need to be comfortable with each other if you're going to potentially start a family. That's like kind of the whole point. So, and even if you aren't going to start a family, you should know each other and be comfortable with each other.
ill family, ill kids.
Hills, why is that? Why does it sound like they're trying to tell us something?
Not what? No, I'm just saying in
What
general.
do you
Like,
mean?
what isn't clean? Waffle counter.
Waffle counter.
The fuck is a waffle counter? This thing.
No, I'm never having kids. I despise kids.
Even if
cannot
Nervy
keep my
would
patience.
like kids, but can't do that.
I
Ner-
can't keep my
Nervy don't
patience with them.
Nervy don't want biological children. Nervy wants adopted because biological is just going to cause a lot of stress because of two fucking autistic people dating, and it depends on like if the kid actually does get autism and how low on the spectrum they are is my main worry.
Topping shelf? Sorry, brain was trying to find something. No, it's clean. Okay, sink faucet, ice cream scoop, fridge magnets, and a few other things.
And my headphones are yelling at me.
I'm surprised that they called it a faucet or whatever it is there because isn't it a British company? We call that shit taps. That's the kitchen tap.
Mind you, it has been Americanized, so they probably have changed it for
course.
each version.
Of course.
Ooh.
Americanized, just like everything.
Perceive, I have a friend who love her. I need her to be far smarter than me, because I might actually burn everything, or make mustard gas. No mood steaming me.
Okay, well, mustard gas is just don't mix
there's-
like cleaning products together with bleach and shit.
There's
That's a good way of stopping you gassing your house with toxic gas. I can tell you that. Luckily, it's coloured and scented, and you should be able to recognise if you do mustard gas yourself.
Didn't realize there's two maps for Muckingham Files 6. I thought it was just the subway train, but okay.
Oh god. Before we start, I need to grab water. I am thirsty.
Seriously though, what the fuck was that conversation?
No shame here. Zero. Alright, I'll be right back. Behave yourselves.
No,
Behave yourself, bitch.
no, I will not. I will not behave myself while you're gone. Quick, rise up against the streamer. I will put secret brainwashing things in the videos to make people rise up against the streamer. Let's go.
You ain't gonna do that yet, cause ads.
There's no ad. Wait, there's no ads going to.
No, I still have my
Right.
headphones on. They're
Oh shit!
I
Oh
heard
shit!
all of that.
Run!
Bruh. Okay, there we go.
I'm here and I'm queer.
Twains.
Wait, is that literally it? It's just the outside of a train?
It's what it looks like, but you also got another map for this one too.
Bro, how do you put ammonia and bleach together?
What?
That is a way to make mustard gas. You are correct. It's like I remember hearing a story about this girl who completely gassed out her entire grandparents' house because she poured like so much different chemicals into the toilet to clean it. Like literally every single one that they had access to, they just fucking put it in there.
You see those
And-
TikTok videos of those people who like throw a bunch of random cleaning
Yeah.
stuff together, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, no, they're going way too overboard there and risking quite a lot. I should hope that they do their research and don't put certain chemicals together.
What,
which I
like
don't think they do.
The deep cleaning ASMR stuff.
It is concerningly easy to make toxic gas, I can tell you that. I'm totally not speaking from personal experience.
Totally. What did you do?
No, I didn't. I haven't because I've known since a young age not to mix chemicals and stuff unless
You don't even know
explicitly
the whole
told you
lot to me. No,
can.
for real. Okay, but here's my thing, okay? So, one thing that it seems like common sense, but when you're a little kid, nobody tells you these things. They just assume you know because they assume that they know because they already have been taught. I didn't know this shit. I unintentionally didn't know that you shouldn't put I didn't know how microwaves worked. I was like 7, so I put
Oh,
metal
no.
tinfoil
Oh.
in the microwave because I was like, I want my food to stay warm. I was 7. I
Yeah.
didn't
Hold
understand
on.
it.
I actually did the same with a fucking Wendy's burger wrapped in the aluminum wrapper that they put them on. Yeah, I did that.
For
Almost
about
blew up our
7 months,
kitchen.
I was grounded from touching the microwave.
When I was 7, I was telling my parents to quiet down at 8 p.m. because it's a school night. Because they were being too loud and I was trying to sleep.
Bruh. Just bruh.
My parents struggled to keep electronics away from me because I was like, I kept outsmarting them. when they started so when they started doing the classic, oh, we know you're fake sleeping and hiding the thing under the pillow, I got creative.
Oh no. Oh,
I
looks
got
like
very
you could go into
creative.
the train. Nervy. The entire train inside.
Oh
It's
my God.
inside the train.
Yeah, you have to, on out of the doors, you have to press open door.
Oh, bruh, I thought it was just the outside of it.
That's awesome, though. More shit to do. Let's do the entire outside first, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of cleaning the roof part of it.
Did you guys also learn to differentiate footsteps with people?
Yes!
Like that shit is like a skill you everyone knows. I
See,
swear.
okay, it's only those who are traumatized.
No, I just learned it so I wouldn't get my shit taken away.
I learned to differentiate angry footsteps from happy ones, okay? I learned
tell the
to
literal
differentiate when my parents were upset with me or not. And 90% of the shit they were, quote, upset with, yeah, none of it I did. Just my
I just
spoiled
like to
younger
differentiate
sister.
who's walking into my bedroom.
Yeah, no, I can just tell by the footsteps who exactly it is.
Yeah.
Even now.
Yes.
Even when they're trying to mask it, like trying to be sneaky, I'm just like, yeah, no, yeah, I can hear you. And I constantly scare everyone because I'm so light-footed. I'm basically silent, even when running.
When I was 7, I was watching Snake City late at night. Oh my god. I learned everyone's foot patterns to see who was coming and how they felt. Right, like if they're angrily stomping up the stairs, you know either they're mad at you or mad at something that happened and you need to run.
No, I did not differentiate the emotion footstep thing. I just differentiated who's just walking to my bedroom to see what I'm up to and whatnot.
Yeah, when I was 16, I had saved up enough money from birthday gifts, allowance, etc. to buy my own Switch Lite, and that was my lifeline. I hid that shit from them. They found out eventually, but I got pretty good at hiding it. So I have like 3,000 hours on my Switch in one game because that game was my lifeline.
Also, don't be like 13-year-old me playing Roblox and decided to send a friggin' online person your phone number. And then have your sister walk in and say, oh, she's talking to her boyfriend and whatnot.
Why would you do that?
Young and dumb.
I had a 3DS personally. I also had a 3DS, like... I didn't have many games. I had this one game. It was Tron, the Tron game they had, and it never worked right on my DS, so I always got really upset.
I want another 3DS. I think I got rid of my old one. Like, I so badly want another 3DS so I can just go back to playing Super Mario 3D Land.
What the fuck happened to this train? Did it go through, like, the fucking Matrix or some shit? Like, why is it orange with rust?
There's a bunch of this that makes no sense with the whole how all the maps got dirty.
Just don't question it.
Like, first it was on about missing cats and aliens and what?
And how us cleaning the world has stopped the end of the world. Sure.
Like, who made this whole place dirty? Please, not any of that other stuff.
The only one that actually made sense was the SpongeBob DLC.
Oh yeah, it
Because there's that
definitely
dirty bubble villain that was just making everything dirty.
yeah.
That's the
Made-
only one that made sense.
This one is just covered in sprinkles. What the fuck? I had to pick my Pokemon games at 3 a.m. I feel that. Hello, Stuart. Oh god, so y'all remember the Underfell comic we were talking about last stream?
God, what?
I'm listening to some Underfell music right now and I just had like flashbacks. I'm like, oh, okay.
Bruh.
So here's the thing. I was like 15 looking for Undertale comic dubs and that's how I found that. I did not know they were fucking. I didn't understand. So I have been traumatized.
Why? Oh my god. because I have literally no idea what you guys are talking about.
I'm gonna
because I just
find the
don't like
video and
Undertale.
send it to you so you can look
I
at it.
won't watch it. I
Is
don't
it-
like Undertale.
No, I
Is
know.
it-
What I'm saying is I'll show you what I'm talking about.
You're gonna traumatize her.
Good. She deserves it.
Bruh. What the fuck did I do?
You left the basement, Helia.
When? Evidence. Give evidence.
The video where I told you to get back in the basement and you literally went back into the basement. Girl, you were out of the basement.
Yeah, I don't think that can be used as evidence.
I feel like these streams should be made into clips and stuff because the conversations I have while playing Power Wash Simulator are interesting to say the least.
I think I got the outside. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, you're working on this one.
You can work on the other one.
That's what I'm fixing to do.
Oh yeah, I've been forgetting to mention this, but you went to a graduation ceremony with like speeches and shit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I've never been to one because I swear they're not done like that here. We literally just get a thing through like the mail or given to us in an envelope saying whether you passed or not.
Right, so this was college. High schools have the same thing. Some middle schools will do them too. It honestly depends on the area you're in, and also depends on if you show up.
Yeah, school system's different here. So I'm pretty sure it's like high school and college are swapped. So high school is from like 11, 12 to 16, and college is 16 to 18 over here.
So you guys, our college is like after you turn 18 for us, actually.
So that's university then. Over here, that's university.
Yeah, yeah. So for us, okay, so we have preschool is like a daycare section. It's for like parents who work and have kids and stuff, and like they send their kids to this place to learn stuff while they go to work and stuff. Then there's kindergarten, which is the first you turn 5 and you go to school. And then
Shapes and colors.
oh god, I don't want to listen to this song. Then there's first grade through typically 4th or 5th grade is elementary school. Elementary, whatever you want to call it. I call it elementary.
Elementary, bruh.
Yeah, I graduated college early, I think.
And then there's middle school, which is like depending on where you are, 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8. Up until you turn like as a teenager. Once you become a teenager, you start your quote secondary learning, essentially. Which is like now you're starting to get into the harder stuff, the honors classes. They start teaching you sexual education depending on the place, blah 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 blah. And then you have high school, which is just 9 through 12, like, and then you're 18 and you're supposed to either you can go to a trade school, which is like learning plumbing, electricity, and all that other stuff, like electrician stuff. And then there is, or you go to actual college, which is your version of university. Essentially, that is learning, you know, a specific thing to get a degree in. You can start that earlier in high school. It is possible to do so. However, most people don't do it because they don't either qualify for the program or can't afford it because it's expensive.
Heck, I know the high school that I was in, they had like a thing for people who wanted to be like babysitters or work in a daycare. So they had a class for that for people who want to do that as a job. That the JROTC stuff like that.
So yeah, sometimes you can go straight from high school right into the military, or sometimes they'll be in the military before they finish high school. And instead of doing high school classes, they learn military etiquette, military things, and they just go into the military. That's JORTC.
Ye.
Which
I
that is a thing you can do. I don't think.
No, I did like the usual mandatory ones, and then once you finish high school at 16, you can either go into work experience, like or an apprenticeship, or go into college for 2 years until you're 18. Except I kind of graduated 6 months into college instead of 2 years.
Goddamn.
So
Right.
at the year I was like, when I turned 17, it was roughly 17 was when I like technically graduated from college, and then like my whole year from 17 to 18 was me just at home being like, what the fuck do I even do now? So I just spent the time gaming, and all I did was like some science, maths, and environmental sustainability for some reason. I think that was just a filler course I did.
Right. I know some people will do other classes and stuff, after, like, graduating and stuff and being like, oh, okay, cool, I'll do this, XYZ, whatever. Which is cool. Like, I know some people will take classes over the summer. They'll take community college classes beforehand to get a head start on college or university. I know some people who just never go to college and just end up going to work because they can't afford it.
How about never do college and never got a job?
That's also a thing.
I'm one of them people.
To be honest, as someone who got a college degree, sometimes it's not worth it unless you really want to do something that requires like a doctorate or whatever. Personally, you can just get a lower level job and work your way up instead of wasting your time with a degree.
Yeah, and it sucks graduating early because you're just bored for years while other people are actually doing more schoolwork and shit. So just don't. If you can, still just don't. Just enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, I personally graduated, like I said, I have a degree, but I don't even use it. I mean, I can use it. I'm going to put shit into my backyard, but because I want to. But I could have learned that on my own instead of paying thousands of dollars for school. Because the jobs I ended up getting didn't even require a degree. And now, obviously, that is not the case. If you want to go get your... For every job. Like, if you want to go get your degree, go get your degree. Do what you want to do. I'm not telling you how to dictate your life. Personally, I just think for this day and age and economy in the United States, in my opinion, a degree is not worth it if you're going for, like... English, okay? Why are you getting a degree in English?
Ugh.
It's stupid. Or just individual studies. That's not a degree. That's you going to school, and that's it.
Yeah, I kind of refused to do college because high school was hell for me, and I didn't want to experience it again.
The amount of people who graduated with, like, an individual studies degree at my college or whatever was so stupid. It was like, dude, you're not even, like, intelligently learning anything. You are just taking up space. And I'm saying that with anger and malice because you literally took all the scholarships and then left. Scholarships that kids like myself could have used, so fuck off.
Is that a Gravity Falls reference I see in the train?
Where? This thing?
Yep, the stream is very delayed, so it's still cleaning the seats right now for me.
I'm
What
staring
the
at
heck
it.
are you talking about?
It's the, yes, that.
Watch this, guys. Join the UFO
It's
Walkers
the-
Society.
It's a yellow pyramid with an eye and a black top hat. Yellow triangle thing.
Where are you
I
looking?
knew you'd be-
Hold
I
on.
knew
Nervy,
you would be like, where,
Look
where?
upwards at this.
Holy shit.
Also, it's not wearing a top hat. It's a UFO thing.
Damn. but it looks like Bill Cipher.
It's still a reference. I think it's still a reference, 100%.
You could always ask in the Power Wash server, be like, "Is this a Gravity Fall reference?"
Gravity Falls DLC soon?
They wouldn't even be able to do that if they already ended this.
Well, I mean, they could add it to Power Wash Sim 2.
We don't even know if that's going to even have DLCs in it.
What do you mean? Of course it will. That's not their main way of getting money.
The only reason why they stopped Power Wash Sim 1 was because it's now too big, probably, for the file size they need. So they're probably changing and adding a second game to add more features, a new story, as well as
New game mechanics and
Yup,
everything.
and improving things that they couldn't because adding improvements would not be worth the money for them. It happens quite frequently.
Yeah.
And I can understand why it's expensive to do improvements like that, because you have to hire coders and they have to do hours and hours of work, and so it makes sense if you want.
You know, Rain, if you like this game so much, I think you should try out Crime Scene Cleaner.
That is on my list.
I've already played it, and I definitely do recommend it.
I think it's funny that Repo originally started out as a cleaning game.
Really?
Yeah, if you they do I think it's like weekly devlog videos, and they're hilarious. They do like Q&As and like reactions to memes recently and stuff like that. And in one of them, it was talking about the origins of Repo, and originally it was be like a horror. Similar to like Power Wash almost, or like the crime scene cleaner, we had to like hoover and mop and everything. Or vacuum and mop as you guys call it. But the monsters would be chasing you around and shit.
I would have loved that.
Yeah.
But they went in a different direction.
Made it like a bit similar to Lethal Company.
Yeah, it's a video of the making of Repo.
We need another repo session.
We do.
It's been a minute.
More repo shenanigans now.
Probably only happen when the new update comes out.
Yeah, I want more maps.
I mean, I got more maps added in more maps are being made with modded.
I know.
I've got a Minecraft one, a FNAF themed one, all that.
The FNAF themed one looks cool.
It is pretty cool. Like
Yeah,
I've got a full on solo mod pack with like so much stuff added. It's actually really fun.
Then we can do that next session. Tomorrow, if I feel up to it and I don't want to like continue after today, which I probably won't, just gonna be obviously Power Wash Sim. I'm gonna do Honkai Star Rail and Genshin shenanigans just for a bit. And then we can do a repo session Thursday.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Not playing DVD until at least, you know, next week, because the 13th's come out.
Yep, I've already done my 20 hours for the month. I think I'll hang out until the end of the month to try Springtrap stuff.
I'm definitely gonna be maining it with the yellow rabbit skin. Definitely. That is gonna be my main skin for Spring Bitch.
Oh, we're calling him Spring Bitch now. Got it.
It was Springy Boy, and it's always been Spring Bitch for me.
Don't
Or
forget
like
to
how-
close the doors to clean them.
Oh, crap. I'm gonna be right back.
Okie dokie.
Well, I've been editing for like 8 or so hours now, so I think I'm done for today. The silence.
I'm hyper focusing.
Yep.
I do
I
that.
was just saying that I'm done editing for today.
Yeah, I know, I heard, but I was just like, game.
Continuous skirt preparation.
The moment we get leakage of Datorian shit. There is leaks from a more reliable source of the silhouettes of Capitano, Dottore, Durin, and a few other characters that I'm excited to pull for.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The whole you're coping with Capitano might be paying off with this new interlude coming in 5.7 with the whole Loom of Fate timeline shit that's going on. It's theorized that there's gonna be like fucking time shit going on, and it's all
Ooh.
happening in Natlan. I know some people theorize about like a I don't know what is it, like something like a merging of timelines, like us and the other and the abyssal sibling are different timelines, and they're gonna merge it with the Loom of Fate or some shit.
So the Loom of Fate
Theory.
is supposed to be, and I think that theory is completely wrong. Loom of Fate is supposed to take control of the ley lines of the world, which means that they would have the ability to manipulate the world itself, not time, but the world itself, preventing another Conria disaster. Because my theory is the world of Tevat is upside down. It is proven by the Spiral Abyss and several other things, and in the world that show that things are upside down, and that it flips like an hourglass every X amount of years by the gods to reset the world. Conria was that part of that disaster. They destroyed Conria because it got to it found out the truth about the world, and the gods just we don't know the reasoning behind why. We have no, there's like some theories, but my theory is it's because the world gets too corrupted and the ley lines are damaged from an outside entity. So I'm hoping that we get some more evidence under that theory. Nervy's gonna come back to the entire fucking train just cleaned.
No, I don't presume to know a lot about the lore, because I am still a relatively new player, but I know a decent amount. Just not like enough to make some decent theories. What I just said there about the timelines and shit was just what I've heard from other players that have been playing for years now.
I'm not sure about the timeline stuff. I'm gonna be for real. I have no idea what they're gonna do with that. That's a fascinating theory.
Hmm. So I think it was like something like the sustainer separated us in different timelines or some shit, and like it's the whole thing's like a loop. So like the abyssal sibling has gone through exactly what we're going through in the game or something like that, and then trying to stop the loop from happening and escape with the twid or whatever. Or something. I'm probably explaining it terribly.
No, I get it. I get what you mean.
I do find that interesting. Like the reason the Abyssal Twin is bad and is saying like stuff like we've been through it all before is because they literally have been through it all before.
I'm back. Why it suddenly goes silent?
No, I'm hyper focusing trying to find something. Sorry. Where is it?
And I think once we're done with the next map, I'm gonna be cooking dinner and leaving. Because apparently, I guess, Mom isn't feeling very well to cook dinner.
Ah, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna find a freaking box of hamburger helper and just make that.
I actually can't find headlights? Oh, does that mean outside?
Yes, that means outside. Where else would it be? uh, Poles.
They're all clean. I don't know what the game's talking about. Game?
Are you seeing one of them highlighted?
No.
Let's see.
Alright, I'm losing my mind. These are the emergency exit pull tabs. Every single one is clean, but the game says that it's not.
Is it for cab A or cab B?
Cab A.
See, signal lights. Stir.
Oh. Ooh. This game. This game.
It's supposed to be relaxing.
No! Found it. I fucking hate you.
Jesus. And this. There's
Where are you,
one.
dirty? Where? Where is it dirty, Nervy? Where is it dirty?
I'm searching. Outer double door frames.
And then just some cushions in B.
Okay. Cushions in B. And floor. Go out.
Okay.
See, cushion.
Oh. Inner double door grab rails.
There you go.
Game. Game.
And then now we do Sculpture Park.
Yay!
And it'll be the very last map for this game. So, yee. Is your game loading?
Oh, yeah. I was also stretching. Sorry. Oh, that's cracks. Ooh, whoo.
Yee. Heels, what you doing?
What do you mean? Well, I'm fighting the new fucking weekly boss in Genshin, and I'm struggling because he's a cryo and I don't have a cryo character.
Nervy, come
No
look at
cryo
what I
characters.
drew.
Fucking die, you son of a bitch!
What
I
are
need
you,
cryo
dead?
because on one of the phases where it completely kills you, one of
Ilya,
your
shut up.
characters.
It's about my penis I drew.
What?
We're
Yeah,
not talking
again.
about your dumb Genshin struggles.
Again, what are you,
What the
10?
fuck is that?
Penis. Why does it only have 2 legs? Oh, my favorite song!
Jesus.
You know what's kind of crazy?
What?
This is actually one of my lowest game time games I've ever played. Like maybe 80 hours maximum. Every single level is done. But the funny thing is, I've had such the most fun and chaotic conversations while playing this game, and some of the best times I've had with friends. So I'm kind of sad to see it go and them move on to another game, but I'm so happy that they are so successful that they can make a second game. So
Yeah, the second game that I'm just gonna have over 700 hours on as well. I have 725 hours on this thing.
they call me addicted to games.
Look, you're addicted to Japanese gotcha games. I'm addicted to
Chinese,
manual
thank you very
labor.
much. Hoyoverse is Chinese, not Japanese. And also,
Okay,
Cookie Run is Korean, so get it right.
and I'm addicted to manual labor games like this. Relaxing manual labor games.
Totally relaxing.
It is relaxing. Till you get to tedious maps. Tedious ones is what makes it less
Warhammer.
relaxing. Yeah, fuck Warhammer DLC. Took so long. I remember Heels wasn't any help because they were just playing the Spider-Man game on their PlayStation. Demanding me to hurry up and finish the fucking giant red ship.
You're like over there struggling for your fucking life. And Helia's just like, hurry up, bitch. I want to play.
No, she was literally playing one of the Spider-Man games that's based off like one of the newer Spider-Man movies.
Right.
And she was in the Warhammer DLC map with me, but wasn't doing anything but playing that fucking Spider-Man game and telling me to hurry up because it was taking me like what 3 hours to clean that fucking red ship. And I think it was mainly just for her to be done with the DLC. Like have
Excuse
me
me,
do
I
it
was
first.
achievement hunting on it, which is its own kind of pain on the Spider-Man game. So excuse me.
Yeah, but you can't just leave your fucking girlfriend to
You
clean a
enjoy
giant
you enjoy that game.
red. Just fucking sit back, relaxing, playing Spider-Man while I'm doing the work for
It
you on
wasn't
Warhammer
relaxing.
DLC.
I was achievement hunting, which is difficult on a lot of games. Okay.
Sure.
Totally. Fucking Spider-Man into the multiverse. Fucking
That was not what it was.
whatever the fuck it was, okay? I'm not the Spider-Man fan here. I think this one's a little bit tedious with this fucking sphere sculpture.
What I do like is that it's separated into parts, the floor, so that it feels much more achievable.
Mm-hmm.
This weekly boss fight is absolutely terrible
Which one?
for me, anyway. It's the new one with the chess pieces because you have to trigger frozen reaction, and the only character I have that can trigger a frozen reaction is a level 50 Charlotte with my Farina. So I have to bring in a level 50 Charlotte
Why don't
as
you
one of
just
my
co-op
slots.
with other people?
Oh fuck that! That sounds horrible.
It's not as bad as you think, surprisingly. I do it a lot, and a lot of people in the community will just do co-op just to help out other players. They're really nice about it, actually.
Honestly, I'm good.
Okay, then.
The Charlotte's working though. That's the funniest thing. It's fucking working. Slowly, but it's working.
I'm almost done finally building my Honkai Star Rail characters. They take so much more time than Genshin ones, because in Genshin there's only 3 talents. Honkai, they have like 20.
Oh, also, Rain, have you heard that it's been confirmed that Universal Studios is doing the FNAF movie as a fright house for Halloween Horror Nights?
That's crazy.
Kind of hoping to go if we get the money to do so. Haven't been to Halloween Horror Nights in a bit.
I have never been ever to Disney, to Universal, to anything, and I don't think I'll ever be able to go. It's just so expensive. I can't justify spending thousands of dollars on some shitty parks. Like, I'm sorry. I never hear good things about Disney. There's always something that happens there. Like, I'm just like, okay.
But best thing about Halloween Horror Nights, you get to be jump scared and everything.
Alright, you freaks.
Chased around by the staff.
To be
I was
honest,
dressed up as whatever.
I want to go. I was supposed to go for my senior class trip, and then COVID ruined it.
It worked. The level 50 Charlotte fucking worked. And I didn't even get the material I needed.
Stop spraying my ass.
No.
What? Excuse me.
I'm cleaning the railing, and Nervy just happens to be in my fucking way.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to clean the flooring here.
Dude, fucking YouTube. Yes, I'm still watching. Sometimes.
God, I remember having this song on loop for a fucking week straight, playing on a fucking Minecraft server.
What?
There's this one song, this FNAF song that came out that was annoyingly catchy to me. That I had it on loop for a week straight while playing on a Minecraft server Helia was hosting
Oh.
for
I remember I
someone
was
else.
invited to that, and I never played because I don't play Minecraft.
It was for like it was like a newer Minecraft server because the old one had to be what was like what dead because it was a server that a VTuber was hosting. So,
Oh, not me.
but no, but the song's called "Lights On" by Kyle Allen Music, and fucking annoyingly catchy that I had it on for a fucking week.
There, I have this one song that I consistently play while I drive. It has to play at least once, and it's the cover of Feel Good Inc. by Nate Wants to Battle.
Wait, Phil,
It's a good song. I
is that
like it.
is that the Gorillaz song?
Yes.
Okay, figured.
I just specifically really like the way Nate sings it, so...
Don't think I've ever heard his cover of it.
It's really good. I highly recommend it.
Probably should look it up on Spotify. Or if it's even on Spotify. Probably not. Try YouTube.
It's definitely on YouTube. Because that's where I first heard it.
Now, is it Nate Wants to Battle or Give Heart Records?
It's Nate Wants to Battle because it was published
Okay.
a while ago, and also it has another... It's featuring someone else. Someone's in the song with him.
Shofu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pausing that, listening to this. Because I like the Gorillaz.
He does. I like the original. I just like Nate's a bit better, so I listened to that over the original. I think he did a very good job with it. And he does emulate the I guess megaphone-esque quality really in the song really well, which is why I like it so much. Is that all done, or is it just the inside? Oh, I have some things to talk about later with you guys off stream.
Okay.
It's tea.
Okay.
It's tea.
T.
Where else are you dirty? Oh, there you are. Why does this, like, remind me of, like, one of those play dinosaurs that we would play on as a child? It's the same texture, and I hate it.
But like the fucking giant plastic
Things that would melt in the sun and smelled awful afterwards, yes.
Jesus.
This is the exact same texture.
I now you just bring up fucking memories of like elementary school. What the fuck?
Not intentionally, but I mean...
God makes you wish you can go back in time because elementary school was great until middle school was a bit hectic, and then high school's hell.
I miss the holiday parties we would have in elementary school where we'd watch the Polar Express and we'd get,
Or
candy and sit on the thing and watch like movies and
or Splash Day, if you ever had Splash Day.
kind of, but it was called Field Day for us. And we'd go
No,
out.
so Splash Day was something that happens like near the end of the school year for us, where they rent a bunch of water slides and slip and slides and pools
Oh, that is
for
not
us.
something. They would take the fourth graders to a summer camp, though. That was always fun. And I spent 90% of my time in said pool.
And Splash Day was like the best for me.
We had field day with water balloons and stuff, so we got to throw water balloons at each other. And at first, nobody wanted to throw them. Then we started throwing them, and it was great.
I'll say field day, and if your school ever did like the jump rope stuff too. Yeah,
Jump
the
rope
the
for
jump
harp,
rope.
for heart or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, that shit was fun.
And you try to convince your parents to like buy every single fucking duck on the fucking catalog thing to get. We had ducks. We had the little rubber ducks.
Oh my god, that hurt. My hands. Yeah, we had that, and then we had some other events.
I think Helio doesn't know or never had any of this stuff happen.
What's kind of crazy is the amount of cultural differences that are just around the world for different events. Um, is amazing, and I just love hearing about other people's experiences, like as a kid. I mean, like, Dad, this is what I did in elementary school, and this is what I did in middle school, and this is how our high school system works, and this is what we learned about. And it's really cool to learn about, because it's like, whoa, you learned about that. That's sick. I wish I had learned that.
In high school, we got to go on a field trip to climb a mountain.
I would have loved that. No, I'm serious. I love climbing. I love hiking. I love doing all that kind of shit. So I'm jealous.
Oh, I never took part. That stuff doesn't interest me. Just the opportunity was there.
I remember in middle school, my history class was supposed to go on a trip to Washington, D.C., but it never happened because I guess it wasn't like it didn't meet the quota money thing for the teacher to be able to like pay for everything, like the bus trip and hotels and whatnot. Would have been fun though.
Yeah, that shit's expensive.
Mhm. So we did the interactive museum instead that we have here. Isn't as fun as how it used to be. Because I can tell you, I loved going to the interactive museum so much, but now when when I went recently with my sister and her ex-boyfriend, it's just bleh.
Either it changed and they removed things or made it different, or it's just not the
It
same anymore.
it was more of like they changed stuff. Like there is this, so it's a museum of science and history place that has a bunch of interactive stuff, and the main thing I loved going to was this area that where you walk into a mouth and it just shows you a bunch of actual body parts preserved in jars and whatnot.
Well, that's sick. I mean, gross, but
Yeah.
yeah, really cool.
It was like one of my favorite parts. Other than that, in the what do you call the place where they try to teach you about stars and constellations? Like,
Oh,
not a,
planetariums.
that. Yeah, that was my other favorite. But it's just not as good now in the planetarium anymore.
Did they like?
That and they changed my favorite area. So and also whatever learning event they had that week was also boring. It was like the history of animations and whatnot.
I feel like that should have been interesting.
It really wasn't.
My boss, when we're in like the car together, because we drive frequently to shows, he'll put on like a YouTube video of this one guy who talks about like war stories, and he just makes it so fucking interesting. And it's like he'll talk about the crazy stories that don't get mentioned all too often. He does his research, he knows his shit. He's really intelligent and really funny. And like there was this one story about a World War II bomber jet group of guys who are absolute fucking nut jobs. Um and they like so in older things they have these two, if in older, I don't know if they do it now, but they have these things called tracer bullets, which essentially shoot out like laser beams to show you where you're firing at, especially in the dead of night. And normally it's fire 3 bullets, then 1 tracer bullet. That is how the stereotypical gunship's made. No, they decided every other fucking bullet to have a tracer bullet in their thing, so it looked like they were shooting actual fucking lasers. So people thought they had laser guns. That was like, what do you mean they figured this shit out on their own? They built, when they got their entire plane taken away, mind you, they built their own fucking plane and took off and completely defied orders and literally saved a bunch of battles during World War II, which was absolutely fucking insane.
Wow.
They were just like, fuck this. I want to fight. I signed up to fight. Y'all are just piss babies because we didn't follow your orders. And instead of murdering innocent people like you wanted us to, we murdered this entire depot instead of just soldiers and not innocents who were being forced to do stuff with the soldiers. And now you're mad at us. And it was a really, really fucking good video. I have to like get the video name from my boss because he is a very good YouTuber. Love his content. Because he makes it interesting. It's not just boring, you know?
Mhm.
Which is what I love about specific YouTubers, because they'll make their history super interesting. I hate this statue. It's so annoying.
But it looks like it's giving you a bunch of dings.
Yeah. I just despise the way it has to be cleaned.
Okay, that's not what I wanted.
Spotify giving you weird shit.
No, I meant to unpause the Feel Good Inc. song, but it just unpaused Spotify.
Yeah, no. I want to listen to this song.
Because I have a pause button that can unpause either YouTube or Spotify on my keyboard. Depends whichever one it decides to unpause. I think I'm starting to like this cover.
Good. Another person has been converted.
Seems to be all you do is like convert people into liking things.
I'm very good at it. It's my job, actually. I'm supposed to convert them into buying shit, so I'm very good at just genuinely talking about my own stuff, telling people to go check it out, and then they're like, whoa, this is actually really cool. I like this too, and then they start liking it.
Well, I already like rock music. It's just this is one that I have never heard.
Right, nobody hears it. I'm just like, it's so good, what do you mean you haven't heard it?
Like I like how this still tries to keep to the original, but sound more for the metalhead audience out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's gonna be out of the Spotify playlist. Is it even on Spotify?
I
I
don't
don't
know. I
know.
don't use Spotify, so I really don't care if it is or isn't.
Um, and if it is, it's probably gonna be put into my fandom songs because I don't know why.
Who's eating Pepsi?
Eating? What?
Shut up, I heard a can. I can smell it from a mile away. The withdrawal chat. I'm not allowed to have soda.
Eating Pepsi. It's not even Pepsi.
I heard a can. I can smell it, chat. I can smell the Pepsi.
It's not Pepsi.
Add to playlist. Fandom songs.
Killia, why are you teasing me like this?
I just opened a drink for myself.
Mm,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've had Pepsi in 3 million years. Okay, it was like 4 days ago, actually.
Jesus Christ. The last time I had Pepsi was like 4 months ago.
Well, it's not that I haven't. I've just not been drinking it as often. I've also been doing Pepsi Zero.
Whenever I say Pepsi, I usually say Pepsi Max. Because it's like the best version.
it's only the best version because you're diabetic and can have the original.
No, I never liked the sugar ones anyway. Ever.
Me, the Mountain Dew-aholic here, who doesn't really drink water except what water that's in tea.
Yeah, you see, that's bad.
Yes, I know that's bad. Shut up. But it's an addiction.
No, that's just you just ignoring your own health.
I don't drink Pepsi as often anymore. I have my own. I have this really healthy tea I drink instead that is full of vitamins and minerals and a little bit of caffeine. Not a lot though. I made sure it has less than what I normally have, and it just helps me get through the day. It's also a healthier version of it, which is really nice. I'm actually going to be partnering with them to sell things later this year. I'm very excited.
Uh,
Hmm.
no, I don't know why I do these maps without using the fucking ladder.
It's sometimes just nicer to have a better angle to look.
Yeah, but it's just anytime that there's a part that I know needs the ladder for me to climb up onto, I just try to parkour it instead of using the freaking ladder.
I think it's fun that way though.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause that's just something I really do notice about me playing this game. I never liked using the ladder or the scaffolding.
They are very bulky and very annoying to use, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They were never intuitive enough to really use, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the scaffolding you tend to get stuck on the
It
stairs you're
okay.
supposed to be
The
walking on.
scaffolding was a bitch and a half. I hated the scaffolding.
It's it's very annoying when you're trying to walk up, but then suddenly you're just stuck somehow on stairs.
Yeah, no, it's a pain in the ass.
Uh, but this might be something I might have to use. A fucking ladder. Maybe.
Silence.
Shut up. It's cleaning time. Okay, I was about to say, yes, YouTube, I'm still fucking watching. Ugh.
Why that sounded so annoyed.
It did.
Because I thought I cleaned all this shit and I didn't, and I'm mad. Where? ¿Dónde está? There it fucking is. Gnome sculpture hands and the block sculpture. Which one is it? Thank God.
Well, that was Power Wash.
And that's it. Forevermore
Mhm.
Power Wash Simulator. Ah, right as the ads decide to.
Do I even want to continue the fucking thing? Probably not. Go and make dinner and watch Big Bang Theory. Because why the frick not?
Oh.
It's not like I totally haven't been binge watching it since all night because I couldn't sleep until 5 o'clock this morning.
That is not something you should do.
Yeah, well, try telling the mucus in my throat to not try to put me into a chokehold while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, no. The ad break is almost over, so I'm probably gonna call it here because it's been 2 hours. I think that's a very productive stream. Cleaning shit. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet, so I think we're gonna call it here. So we're gonna go ahead over to ending. For those on YouTube, thanks for sticking around. We're gonna go ahead and end here. Bye bye.